Guys, hello, welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. I am Geneva. This is Geneva in general. And as you can see, okay, United States Air Force, I'm actually in my PT gear, okay? Check the shorts. And the reason why I'm in my PT gear is I just officially took my very last official PT test in my military career, okay? It's crazy. I did good, I ain't gonna lie. It was a little bit of controversy towards my run, okay? It showed that I ran a 1.5 mile at 18:33, okay? Ridiculous, just trash. But it sounded like to me like the sergeant, he's new. Okay, my supervisor, my direct sergeant, she is on leave. So another sergeant I never even really like heard of or met before, he came through from the DFAC. He tested me, and like he was like, you got 3 more laps on my 10th lap. I'm like, this is an indoor track. I should only take 12 laps around, the freaking track. And then it almost honestly, like, guys, I literally, like, in my opinion, I was counting myself. I ran 13 laps, and 13 laps that equaled my 18:33 run time. So he gave me the 16 minute and some change that I ran. So I got 89%. Okay, to sum it all up, I passed. My push-ups and sit-ups endurance, like my strength, is crazy. Again, for a woman my age, I did 47 push-ups in 1 minute. That's a max out. Okay, that's the to max it out. For sit-ups, I did 50 sit-ups within 1 minute. Again, I maxed it out. So again, I'm very strong when it comes to my endurance and my strength. But I ain't gonna lie, like my run, I gotta improve upon. But again, all in all, I'm just glad that it's over with. Okay, that is my official last PT test. I ain't gotta do this mess no more when I get into the civilian world, and I'm just so grateful. And it's over. Now back to some Juju Watkins news. Again, guys, we're supposed to be giving her positive, good juju, okay, good energy, good positive vibe, good thinking, and okay, again, like she just underwent a huge injury to her ACL. She just tore her ACL on her right knee, and she must undergo surgery, unfortunately, meaning that is causing a season-ending injury for her, right? But there is light at the end of the tunnel because it's just been announced that USC makes major Juju Watkins announcement amid the NCAA tournament, okay? This is an article from Yahoo Sports. It just reads, Juju Watkins has established herself as one of the best players in college basketball early in her career with the USC Trojans. Watkins and the Trojans entered the NCAA tournament as the number one seed after a successful year in the Big Ten. Amid the success of the Trojans, Watkins has received a tremendous honor. The USC sophomore has been named the USBWA National Player of the Year. Okay, she just won National Player of the Year. Let's get a round of applause going for Miss Juju Watkins. She deserves it. Watkins is also listed as a finalist for the Naismith National Player of the Year, as well as the Wade Trophy finalist presented to the most outstanding player in college basketball. During her sophomore season with the Trojans, Watkins has averaged 23.9 points, 6.8 rebounds, and 3.4 assists per game. Who is working like her, okay? It says she leads the Trojans in average points and assists, serving as one of the most lethal scoring weapons in college basketball. It says while Watkins plays a vital role in USC's success, she recently suffered a season-ending injury during the team's round of 32 matchup against Mississippi State. Again, heartbreaking. Says Watkins suffered a torn ACL early in the matchup, playing just 5 minutes in the Trojans' 96-59 victory. That's another thing that was just horrible, is that the fact that in the first quarter, that's when the injury occurred. She had only been in the game for, say, like no more than 5 minutes. I'm still just so sick. It's just like it's one of those situations where it's like, hindsight is everything. Hindsight is 2020. It's like, again, I don't want to be negative and blame and criticize the coach, even though, I still feel some way about Lindsay Gottlieb, but it's like, knowing what I know now, again, like I'm sure she thinks the same thing, and I'm sure Juju Watkins thinks the same thing. They're kicking themselves over and over in their head. If you know, like in the previous game, the previous day, your ankle is feeling some type of way, your ankle, you're feeling like a sharp pain, a throbbing pain, that they saying, like, scientifically, specifically for female athletes, it opens you up. You are now more vulnerable to knee injuries if something is wrong with your ankle, okay? And it's like, I just wish so badly we could just go back in time and she was just set out of that game the entire game. Just let her rest. Because again, the Mississippi Bulldogs, I mean, I'm not going to say like they complete trash. Okay, they made it this far in the tournament, so that says something. But, against the USC Trojans, and it was a home game for the Trojans, they didn't need Juju Watkins, okay? Juju Watkins should have just had a break, just rest, see what's up with her ankle, just get her entire body check out, get some hydration tests going, and perhaps maybe she would have been, been able to be saved. Maybe we could have prevented her tearing her ACL had she just completely sat out in the Mississippi Bulldogs game. Because while Watkins will be on the sideline, the USC Trojans will prepare for a Sweet 16 matchup against the number 5th ranked team, Kansas State Wildcats. Again, guys, in other news, okay? Now, this is just some confirmation, okay? It's just crazy how my military career it's kind of low-key coinciding with women's basketball, and I'm excited. So for an example, May 16th is the first day. Okay, I'm sorry, not the first day. That's my final out. Okay, that's the day that I get out processed out of the military. Okay, because I just got my commander. He approved my permissive leave. Okay, meaning like, I'm going to go into Skill Bridge, and then it starts May 19th. But May 16th, when I final out, and I'm gonna hit the road. I'm gonna hit a plane. I'm gonna do something to get back home to Ohio to begin my Skill Bridge journey. May 16th is also the WNBA's 2025 upcoming season kickoff. I'm so excited. And also, guys, November 14th, that is my DOS. Okay, for people who don't know, if you're not military, that stands for date of separation. That is the date that I'm like completely out of the system. Okay, just because, again, like I'll be out May 16th out of this New Mexico. I'm going back home to my home of record in Ohio, staying with family so I can just do my Skill Bridge. So technically I'm still in the military. Okay, my supervisor will still check in on me. Okay, universe forbid, okay, my commander could call me back and say, hey, we need bodies, a war kicked off or something like that. Let's be honest, ain't gonna happen. Hopefully, okay, you never know the future. But also, guys, my date of separation being November 14th, okay, the very next day, November 15th, that means I am officially a free woman. I am a civilian totally, okay. The military, they're gonna process me out completely, okay. And also, guys, guess what happens November 15th? The official day Geneva becomes a civilian again. November 15th, guys, the 2025, is when we will compare and contrast who the real SC is. What's the SC? Well, November 15th in Los Angeles, California, it will be a women's college basketball game between the USC Trojans versus the USC Gamecocks. Yes, okay, guys, yes. In California, it'll be a home game for USC Trojans. They will actually battle up against the USC South Carolina Gamecocks. I am so excited. The tickets actually went on sale. It was announced. It was a link so you can buy tickets, I think sometime last week. The fact that this will be my first day as a free woman in a civilian world again, you already know I'm about the cops from tickets, okay? I don't know about y'all, where y'all finna be, but I know where I'm finna be, okay? November 15th, I am taking myself on a plane. I am going to LA, okay? Because we got to figure out who it is going to be. Who is the real SC? Is it the USC Trojans or the USC Gamecocks? And again, hopefully, we'll be able to see Juju Watkins perhaps make a quick recover to be able to participate fully and freely in the November 15th game, home game for the USC Trojans. But again, if she's not, again, that's unfortunate. But she got to put herself, her body, her health first, and just allow herself to recover and strengthen, everything that needs to be strengthened, not just the ACL, right? Like her mental, her spiritual health, her, just all types of health, right? But whether Juju Watkins plays in this game or not, that will make a huge impact on this game. And again, it sucks. It's like, obviously, like, the battle is on who is the real SC, right? Who really run the things? Is it South Carolina or Southern California? And it's like, if Juju Watkins is not able to participate in this game, which is a high possibility, let's be honest, it's like, is it really fair? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just so many what ifs. That's why I want all the girls, be it college basketball or WNBA, to be fully strong. I want them at their full strength. It don't matter if I don't like you. Again, I don't like, if you are new to my channel, I don't like the New York Liberty. They beat up my Chicago Skyscrapers. Literally, Jonquel Jones, I love and respect her. She literally punched Camila Cardoso in the face, okay? They were not getting no calls, okay? When there was Chicago Skyscrapers versus them at the New York Liberty's home court in New York, in Brooklyn, okay? And it's like, I seen how they was literally using like brass knuckles on these girls, so to speak. And the coaches, the refs, they just literally just ignored everything. So ever since that day, I was like, I did tests. I despise the New York Liberty. I still respect them, but even though I don't like them, like, how they do things, go about things, I still hope all of them girls are strong. They are free from injuries, free from illness, because again, it makes a very competitive sport, a very competitive league, and more exciting competitive games. Okay, so again, it's just unfortunate that Juju Watkins, perhaps maybe she won't be able to be available for the upcoming USC versus USC, who the real SC game come November 15th. But you already know your girl Geneva will be a full civilian again. And I cannot wait to participate in LA. Guys, comment down below. Again, let's send Juju Watkins good juju. And also, tell me in your opinions, guys, who the real SC may be or will be, shall be, come November 15th. Again, it'll be University of South Carolina Gamecocks versus the USC Trojans at their court in LA. So guys, please comment down below and tell me in detail. Please tell me everything. Who you think the real SD is.